Oh, hey, happy Sunday, everyone. How are you? I hope you're doing absolutely fabulous and amazing because you are fabulous and amazing. But when you join, say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from on this beautiful planet Earth because Grizz Bar, how are you, my beauty? I haven't seen you on here in a while, Grizz. So when you join, say hello, let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're on the replay, obviously say hashtag replay. I really believe in these platforms as a tool of connectivity. So if you don't say hello, you don't know that you don't let me know you're on here. You don't let me know you're watching the replay. I can't engage with you, and this makes me deeply saddened. It makes me just, so I love connecting, and when you say hi, it just means the world. So we have a really important morning sermon, I should say sermon talk that I'm going to lead. And yes, to Maury, I was just going to talk about our walk. So anyway, I have a really important sermon this morning, but if you've never, Kyrie, we're on here. Are you in LA, Kyrie? Where are you? Kentucky, I know. How are you? How are your retreats growing, Grizz? I'd love to hear how your retreats are growing and how everything is happening. So if you've never met me, my name is Colleen Gallagher. I'm the founder of Colleen Gallagher International, an online coaching and education company. I have magical books. I have a podcast. I have online courses, the Dominican Republic. Oh my God, you've been there for a while. Pennsylvania's in the house. Oh my God. So anyway, I wanted to come on because I just did a beautiful morning hike. And on this morning hike, I was with two amazing women, Courtney and Moriella, and we were having a really deep conversation that I felt like was really relevant that I wanted to bring here and I wanted to talk about as we're starting the week. And I'd also like to invite any of you who are walkers or non-walkers or whatever you do that get out and exercise every day. Get out and be nature, like with nature, get out and be in the sun. It just supports you so much. So anyway, what I wanted to get into today specifically is around evaluating your life and looking at things. So for those of you who know, I know a lot of you know, I've talked about it a lot, but I'm someone who believes in open relationships. I'm not someone who, has ever really been monogamous, you could say, or, I'm not so much polyamory. I know it's a whole different beast, so I'm not gonna, just that disclaimer, I don't know much about it. But we were having a really beautiful conversation about love and about connection and about open relating and, just relationships. And I think one of the cons, in my opinion, or one of the hard parts about strictly monogamy, that is, and I should say monogamy that's like you're doing the same thing over and over, you've committed to each other for life, you're doing your separate life, they're doing their separate life, and then at home you like have this life together. I think it's really hard to live like that and have the mindset of growth over a lifetime, of are you growing, are you experiencing adventure, are you deepening your love, are you deepening why you chose to be together? Are you having like very beautiful, intimate moments? And so anyway, I was basically on this walk and we were kind of talking about these different things. And I was evaluating and assessing myself real time on this walk of things that I still want to work on. And one of the things that I think it's really important, men and women, that we struggle with, or we try to place, like, what do you call it? Responsibility on other people, whether that's money, whether that's women, whether that's men, whether that's a job. We try to place this responsibility outside of us for something or someone to make us feel secure. We try to have money make us feel secure financially. We try to have another person make us feel secure, like with confidence or with whatever, like we look to someone for security. And so I was evaluating myself and looking at honestly, this thread, like I feel like I've mastered like communication, I've mastered creativity, spirituality, digital marketing, sales, relationships, creating customer journeys, creating a brand, creating offers for myself and my clients, creating content, producing things. These are like things that I've kind of mastered, like overcoming trauma. One thing I hadn't quite mastered, Jordan, I love you. One thing I hadn't quite mastered, which is what we were talking about, is this security. How do we feel secure within who we are, whether we're in strictly monogamy or we're more in an open relationship dynamic? How do we begin to feel security internally? Like, how do we feel secure with who we are, secure in our relationships? How do we begin to feel secure in, our career, like secure knowing the money, I don't have $1 million in savings, you know what I'm saying? How do I feel secure knowing that I'm still valid or that I'm still reliable, even though $1 million is not sitting in my savings, right? So if I think about that, right, like, okay, but what would it feel like to feel secure in this moment, even though it's not happening? Like, because I don't have $1 million in savings, I don't feel secure, right? That's not fair. That's not right to give money that much responsibility and giving money this energy to make me feel secure. The same as in relationships. If you're in an open relationship, if you're in your monogamy, if you're with your career, you can't give this energy of security to something outside of you. And so this is kind of what we were talking about on the walk today, of how do you begin to harness that security. And security is a masculine energy, right? Security is your inner masculine. You have masculine and feminine energetics and energy flowing through you. So feminine would be like, flow, creativity, spirituality, relationships, right? Masculine is more like action taking, systems, processes, structure, security, right? And security would be like, okay, what are my own internal process, habits, systems that allow me to become who I'm meant to become? That would be, like masculine. So anyway, we're just having this beautiful talk, and I felt like it was really relevant to come on here and just talk about it and reflect to you as you're starting this week. What is it that you are giving your power away to? Is it a person? And your power away, meaning like you're giving it away, means that you are relying on something externally to you to provide you with that. Whether that's confidence, security, safety, love, you're relying on something external to you to give you that so that you can feel fulfilled and moving forward with your life. So I wanted to talk about that. It's tough. I think many of us have this issue going outside of ourselves for power. And one of my missions, right, is activate, educate, empower. So educate you on what's happening psychologically, internally, inside of you. Like when you have these emotional responses of like, I'm jealous or I'm angry or I'm pissed or I feel like I'm doing all the things right and the money's not showing up, or I feel like I showed up and I did a launch and no one bought, or I feel like I did this creation and no one was excited the way I was. And we give this energy, this like external validation needed, where like if it was truly yours, like my first book, Live Your Truth, which came out in 2017, it gets more and more traction every year. If I would have gave up after year one, like, it sucks, no one really is buying it, like under 100 people or something, it would never be what it is now. There wouldn't be sunglasses, there wouldn't be books, there wouldn't be more books, there wouldn't be an oracle deck, there wouldn't be little stickers that go with it. So what I'm saying is that you want to really begin to look at where are you giving this power away to other people outside of you or other things. Like where are you like, the money, I don't have 7 figures in savings, so that sucks. Or like my sales were low this month than usual. That sucks. Like if that's true, and it has been true in my business. But if I was to give all that energy away instead of looking at the good things of like, well, I had new clients, or I had this new connection, or my Medium did really well, or my videos did really well, my YouTube is growing. If I began to do that and speak like that, how different my life would be. And so you want to begin to look at where you're exerting power of what's not happening instead of looking at what is happening internally. How good it felt to write the book, how good it felt to jump on live and learn new information, how good it felt to invest money into one of my courses or products, or listening to a live man, like how good you walked away, like, oh my God, like this could be possible or that could be possible, like how good that felt, right? and you want to be able to look at that power of how you can begin to give yourself an internal power of every day you're doing something that feels good. Like today I went on a hike with 2 new girlfriends. That felt so good. I felt so proud of myself. It was a hard hike. Like going up, I was like, oh my God, like part of me was like, I should have ate before I came. I didn't eat. Like, oh my God. But then on the way down, I was so happy. And then I fell twice on the way down. But I noticed, what was I talking about when I was falling? One, I was talking about drama with an ex-friend of mine. And then the other was talking about business agreements. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I fell because I wasn't sturdy or I wasn't strong still in my way of seeing business agreements or that fight or that, disagreement that I had with someone. Like I'm still not complete internally. And so I fell because I'm not sturdy in the way I talk about it. Right. I look at it. So where I give my power away is I'm still giving my power away to like things that I feel like are making me feel insecure instead of trusting myself, honoring myself, knowing myself. So anyway, I'm just giving you real life examples of how I evaluate and assess my life. And this is exactly what I'm covering in my holiday bundle. So if you have not joined, where is our trust placed and reciprocated? What do you mean by that, Darwin? Where is our trust placed and reciprocated? I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. If you want to share more. But anyway, what I was going to say is this is exactly what I cover in my holiday bundle. The holiday bundle is 8 recorded modules. So it's 8 videos that I have on manifestation, relationships, digital marketing and sales, communication. And I give you like how I have, what I just went through, like how I evaluate real time myself and all these dynamics of my life and how I move myself forward in becoming a better person. So anyway, I wanted to come on because I was so proud of myself, and I want you to realize where you're giving your power away, and I want you to notice that you are the one who has the power to change your life, but that requires you to invest time, energy, and money. Not always money, but I do believe experiences cost money. So I should say I think you can change your life by listening to a podcast and a book, absolutely. But I think if you want sustainable long-term transformation, you need to invest in experiences that are, hey, how are you? I think that you need to invest in experiences that are going to put you around a group of people or around information that's going to transform you. So another example I can give of this is with my PhD, right? It's a 4-year program. I'm going to finish 3.5 years. I'm not even an academic person. I'm not saying that you need to do academia, but there is something about investing time, energy, and money into a 3.5 or 4-year experience of discipline, of commitment to get something done for you to be a doctor for the rest of your life, or for you to have a certificate of Reiki master, for you to be a yoga practitioner, or for you to know how to, make water with certain memory. For you to be an artist, for you to be a meditation, whatever. Like there's something to be said for that. So anyway, I wanted to come on as like I said, my morning hike and just give you an example of how I know it's unclickable, but there's no way, unless you want to teach me real time, Kyrie, I don't think there's a way that I can put a link here. I don't see any way for me to do it. It only has like a question mark. If there's no questions, it says that I can share the video, but it doesn't give me anywhere, that I can add a link. So I just put it there for people to go, but it's colleengallagher.co/holiday bundle 22, I think is the link. So you can type it in, or I'll put it there. You can DM me holiday bundle when you watch it. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope this helped. This was my sermon of, really begin to evaluate and assess yourself all the time. And even in a leadership book that I've read, it was by Northouse, and he evaluated all these different leadership theories, like trait leadership, adaptive, all these different theories. And the one thing that across many theories it says is that the best leaders are self-reflective. They take time to reflect. And so anyway, I have this holiday bundle to really support light workers, healers, and aliens, how you can really self-assess yourself real time for feedback on how you're doing and get yourself to the place of enlightenment and your destiny. So I'm excited to see you there and excited to read your comments. I love you.